Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be checking out the game Enshrouded. Enshrouded is currently available on PC only through the Steam store, but it is currently in early access even though it's been out for a couple of years now. It is slated for release for PlayStation and Xbox alongside the full version for PC in fall of 2026. So today we're going to check out a little bit of what this game is about. It's a survival action RPG, and it will eventually feature a 16-player co-op. The mechanics and gameplay and lore are pretty great for an early release game. However, it is one of the longest progressing storylines that I had the pleasure of playing recently in an open world RPG type of game. Enshrouded is an adventure game, and it is set in an open world. It's a survival, crafting, base building type of platform. And the story centralizes around the main character, who are the Flameborn. So a little backstory before we get into this. The lore to Enshrouded is not as straightforward as most adventure RPG games. You get little nuggets of information and details as you play through notes that you'll pick up, and slowly it starts to form a bigger picture of what's going on. But the short of it is, many years ago, a wanderer appeared in the land of Embervale, which is where the setting of Enshrouded takes place. The wanderer appeared with an elixir. It was a cure and a blessing, as well as a weapon. It was said to have been concealed by the ancients due to its might, and the rulers of Embervale accepted this gift, and with this elixir it came power, mistrust, and a longing for more. Humanity dug the elixir wells, ripping apart the land and each other to quench their thirst. The elixir made humanity fight amongst itself for power, but unbeknownst to them, a curse was slowly emerging from the depths of these wells, and it was reaching the surface of the world. This is what we call the Shroud, hence the game Enshrouded. The Shroud, which is a fog that only spreads and devours everything in its path. It's relegated to the low-lying areas of the open world, and we will check it out. And what you are, as the main character, is called the Flameborn. As humanity was facing its own demise, together the humans forged with the ancients to create the Flameborn. The Flameborn is a special superhuman type of wanderer that is equipped to deal with the Shroud without becoming poisoned. After centuries of sleep, it is time for you to awaken and become the current Flameborn for the game, for Embervale. Enshrouded paints a very grim picture of the world and what has happened to it. So it's a post-apocalyptic downfall/recovery type of survival game. You can see it's an open world beauty, and considering that it's been in early access for a couple of years, I'm really excited to see what the developers at Keen have in store for us. You start the game as you awaken alone in a capsule of some sort, essentially naked, and the only thing that you see is a small flame that guides you, and this tells you that it is time to reclaim your lost kingdom from the Shroud. And to do that, you have to find the source of it and destroy it. Most of the story and lore is revealed through the gameplay, and it's told by exploring and finding journals that are scattered around the world. So it's really up to you as the player with how far your level of engagement you would like to be. What is cool about this game is that they give you just enough information to keep you interested in digging for more. You really don't know where the mysterious origins of any of this come from until well later in the game. But it's a very fun game. It is an enigmatic game. There's a lot of puzzles that you have to solve, and you pick up non-player characters which become your allies, and they help you with your settlements, essentially. Each of your allies that you rescue come through completing various tasks and journeys along the way, and then they come to your settlement and help you advance and grow. It's basically a grown-up version of Minecraft on steroids. There's so many elements and components of crafting and base building, it's ridiculous. I have built both of these buildings here. This is a more advanced build with stone, but just like with any other base building survival type of game, you start out with just the materials that you have carried on you, and you craft weaponry and tools that help give you the resources that you need later on. You can also switch between first person mode and third person mode. Each of your allies have special abilities. This is the apothecary. He obviously makes spells and potions for you, along with weapons, decor, and whatnot. They all have their own unique abilities that allow you to craft and upgrade everything as needed. You can also upgrade all of your weapons. And now we're going to go chop down some trees. You will take these resources and build whatever it is you need. You essentially start with just a basic crafting table and just go from there. And what I mean by Minecraft is that in these areas, you can dig, build, and pretty much customize to your heart's content. See, I built all of these catacombs. So you can use your pickaxe. You just kind of dig into the earth. And as you're digging, of course, you will accumulate the resources that you'll use to make bigger and better items. And you have different utility tools for each of these tasks. So you've got a pickaxe to mine, you have an axe to chop, you have a rake and a hoe essentially to fix the earth that you have chopped up. So get dirt, get all types of stuff. Your character is essentially up to you to build. You can make it whatever you want, and it's based off of the skill tree that you build. So I have chose a melee build, which is on this end of the tree, with just a little bit of the ranger attributes thrown in. Now, I believe in early access, there's going to be far more skills that are going to be added here that we are not seeing. So you've got the Beastmaster. So it leads credence to believe that there are going to be far more versatility in character customization and design as we go. You can see all of the different variations that they have listed here. But through your skills, you'll essentially build the character that you want. And here you can go and see the stats of where your character currently is. This is just the very beginning series, an introduction to Enshrouded. I'm going to begin a mini series on the YouTube channel that breaks down and goes into elaborate depth about all of the wonderful aspects that Enshrouded has to offer. I strongly recommend any fans out there that love open world survival, base building RPGs, give Enshrouded a try. Again, like I said, it's a slow build getting into the lore, and it is very tedious in all of the materials that you have to accumulate along the way, but that would be much easier concept to cover through a series of videos that will make, kind of breaking each component of the beginning adventure down. For now, I appreciate you guys checking it out, and if you have any ideas or comments for future game reviews, make sure to leave the suggestions below. Also, make sure to do all the socials, like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff, and I really appreciate all of the love and support you guys have shown. For now, this is Martyr, and I've had a good time checking out Enshrouded with you guys, and until the next time, be good, or be good at it.